Well, that's different. It was completely clear last night. I've just been sitting here listening to the traffic, denying myself my second and third cups of coffee because I'm kind of limited on water. I carried 2.5 liters up here, which, that's enough to get through, but it looks like it might be a dry carry for a little while. I'm kicking myself for not stopping at that last store and getting, another liter or two, but I kind of thought I was going to end up meeting up with Snapper, who had water and Gatorade for me, but didn't work out. So it's fine, but I want more coffee. So I'm not as remote as I would have liked here. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up because I'm hearing voices. Don't think they were super nearby. I think they were off in that direction. And also, the amount of dogs that were barking last night briefly had me concerned. It sounded like they might be getting closer, and I did run into a pack of dogs before the road walk. I know somebody that ended up cornered in a tent by a rather angry, aggressive pit bull on the Florida Trail. So the stuff like that always occurs to me now. This weather feels so weird and different versus what I've been going through the last couple of weeks. On the plus side, it'll let me stretch out the water I have with me for a little longer. Today, it's going to be across the road I was on yesterday. There is some sort of a trail that takes me over to Tijeras, which has a subway and a couple of other things where I can fill up, maybe get a sandwich to supplement my food, and then it's up into the Sandias. I keep having a major case of senioritis now. I really enjoy this trail. I've had a ball, and I'm close enough to the end where I keep looking at it and wishing I was a little closer to the end. I heard from Jen yesterday that she was able to find another buyer for the van, so that's now officially done away with. We no longer have 3 vehicles. We no longer have the vehicle storage, all of that. We're just back to our cars and our storage locker when we're not on trail. So that's one less thing to worry about. We don't know where exactly we're going to go from here. We know that for the upcoming winter season, we're going to be in a rental retreat out in remote part of Riverside, and then in the campgrounds whenever we need to be around town, just sleeping out of our cars and tents like usual. As far as the other hikers around me, Snapper finished yesterday, so she is off and gone. Mustards and Sprouts have to be within a day of finishing, and Veggie and Karma are probably just behind them, with me, of course, bringing up the rear. It's just hard to kind of lose myself out here when I'm looking at a 10-week through paddle, which is just going to be all sorts of interesting. So 337 actually leads to Tijeras, where I'm going. Could do it CDT hiker style and just follow that, but I am quite happy to use the paralleling trails. Looks like I'll have some extra gain and back and forth, but I'm ready to be away from the traffic noise, quite frankly. Part of me wishes I'd stayed further south. I would have walked by that last grocery store. Could have got water, coffee, burritos. As nice as passing that bathroom was in the morning, I kind of wish I'd come up here last night. Couldn't tell if there'd be open camping or not, but it's far quieter and there's better internet up here. I am really struggling to get my groove this morning. Not sure if it's just that I didn't sleep well or the big exertion yesterday. Oh. And looks like the thunder and lightning is back. I'm headed off down a canyon off trail. I really could use some water. It's another 5-ish miles down to the town, I think. Supposedly there are pools here. Okay, found water. It does taste kind of milky though. So while there was water, it was kind of filled with mosquito larvae, which is no big deal, but it had kind of a milky taste. I was able to get it down thanks to mixing in enough crystal light, but I didn't gorge myself as much as I thought I was going to. Now, just have to get to town before Subway closes. And I'm guessing that's where I'm going next. Just in case you thought I'd outrun the rain. Good spot to wait it out, see how long this lasts. Nothing like a giant metal tunnel to hide in during a thunderstorm. Rain seems to have passed rather quickly though. And back to 337 for a brief walk into town, which I'm looking forward to because they have a Subway that should be open. And I could really use some non-bar food at the moment. Non-milky water is just amazing. Okay, got water. I'm filled up for the night, so my goal is gonna be eat a ton at Subway, drink as much as I can, and then get at least above the falls, because I go up in there. And welcome to Tijeras, last town stop along the way. One more mountain to Albuquerque. There was Subway, and it was freaking amazing. Okay, that was possibly the best tasting Subway I've had in a couple of years. Also, after that horrible water and general lack of water, soda and everything was great. The mighty Travertine Falls. Guess that explains all the thunderstorm warnings that were coming in. This trail is spectacular, and I'd probably be making great time if I didn't maybe overeat at Subway. Oh, that's what that was. Okay, I've really been enjoying this trail, but I am way too full and just tired. I have been dragging all day. So, 16 some miles, I'm going to call it here. I've got decent reception, can get things arranged around the finish. And I'm right around 1,000 miles since the Mexican border, I just realized. Only bummer is the mine noise in the background, but at least it's nice and private. I'm expecting one more night on trail. I figure tomorrow I'll hit the tram. I'm not going down the tram. And then start the descent, camp on the descent, and then that should put me for a fairly early finish on Sunday. I already have a hotel booked for me by my parents, so that'll get me through till when they come get me. And then I go to Colorado for couple of days, start switching gears, get everything I can done with my laptop, and then Jen picks me up and we're off for Itasca. Home sweet home.